Bryant, I just got done with some extreme stretching today. It was chest day, and I decided to try out some of that extreme stretching that Mike Menser has so graciously told us about. And do you want to hear my opinions on it?
Yeah, bro. Let us know.
The the pump actually went insane. I was trying a new pre-workout today, so maybe that had something to do with it. It wasn't necessarily a good gym day today. Usually my chest days are honestly always hit or miss. I feel like, which is really weird, but today it was mediocre, but that extreme stretching really just gave me an incredible pump. Um, so it was day one of starting that extreme stretching, which, by the way, if you don't know what that is, you can listen to our last episode where we explain it, or you can literally just look it up. But have you done any of that yet?
Yeah, last chest day, actually, I did the ones that he mentioned, just like laying down on a bench and, holding in like the down position, just like about 70-pound dumbbells, just holding it there for, I think I only held it for like 20 seconds or so, but I still felt good.
Yeah, I was like even less because I was doing like really heavy dumbbells. So I think I got like 5 seconds.
Nice.
But anyway, continue.
No, yeah, it was good. I didn't do it for long enough. I was kind of down on time, so I didn't do it for as long as was recommended. So I don't think I can really comment on it. But what I did felt good. It was, it definitely wasn't a bad experience, and I felt like it makes sense. The process, you have time under tension, and so the longer you have tension for, at the bottom of your workout and at the top, then that'll make sense. It'll increase those gains. That'll help you out.
Heck yes. All right, now another question here. Like going totally off topic now. What is your workout schedule looking like for your wedding day? Are you still gonna be hitting the gains, getting that pump on for your wedding day? Because I just got your little invitation here, and oh man, boy oh boy, Brian, you're looking big.
Dog, you better believe I'm working out that day. It's a chest day. You think I'm gonna miss that?
Dude, your chest is gonna be like busting out of the suit and whatnot.
Yeah, bro, that's the plan.
Heck yes. Well, you're gonna have to hook me up with the gym while I'm up there for your wedding. But in the meantime, let's roll that intro.
Natty Wonders, featuring Jeremy and Bryant.
Listen, the man in the cave doesn't care who you look like. He's gonna kill you anyway.
I learned that I need to eat cats and infants, apparently.
2 of the best therapy sessions. You got D&D and heavy circles. Welcome back, everyone, to Natural Wonders. That's right, it's us, Jeremy Crumbo and Bryant B. Here,
what's up?
Back again for another episode. And it's actually our 20th episode. Let's
Yay,
go.
Let's go. Yeah, we're moving along.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Did you actually think that we'd make it to 20 episodes?
Dog, absolutely not. That means we've been doing this for 20 weeks. That's insane. That's like 4
you had that much
5
doubt
months.
In this?
No. I just like it's just a long period of time. Like we've been grinding, bro. We've been doing so good.
Heck yeah. We're keeping up with it. This is still season 1. I think we're gonna do season 2. We're gonna try and do a video format for season 2, but first I actually need to get a camera, which I have been asking Santa Claus for a new camera, so
yeah, hopefully,
see
bro.
if he delivers.
We'll see. If he wants season 2, then he'll give it to you.
Which means it's a great time to share this podcast and also review it so that Santa Claus can listen to it and listen to this wish list that I have. I would like my own personal gym. I would like a smoking hot girlfriend, please, and a camera for season 2.
Jeremy is a simple man, as you can see.
A simple man, and I want 20 pounds of lean muscle mass.
Hype. Yeah, there you go. Good man.
Is that too much to ask? I feel like that might be.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Maybe
Anyway,
start
we're gonna be
start with
moving
the
on.
camera, but yeah, moving on.
We start with the camera, and anything else would be highly appreciated.
Hmm.
But yeah, welcome back to episode 20 of Natty Wonders. Oh my gosh, I called it Natural Wonders, but we are talking about burnout, a little bit of burnout that we might be having. Not on this show. Well, we might even talk about that. Um, but burnout in general, just like in training, in your D&D campaign, writing, whatever you're doing, really. We'll talk about all of the kinds of burnout, what causes it. Maybe we can give some advice on how to overcome it. But yeah, Brian, what do you have? What are your thoughts on burnout in general?
Yeah. Well, coming up with this topic today, I was at the gym and it was leg day. And so I was just grinded, bro. Leg days are always just like the sweatiest days, the hardest days, because you're using
Oh
just the
man,
biggest muscles in your entire body just to move some weight. And that takes a lot of energy, a lot of your stamina away from you, and so you're just left drained afterwards. Today was no
yeah,
exception. I hit some a good amount of reps, 6 to 8 reps with weights between 225 and 315 on the squat, and
dang,
I was tired. But then get this, I started doing hip thrusts and everything just felt light. So I just kept going up and going up and going up. And finally, I hit my 8 rep max at 365 on the hip thrust. So
oh my goodness,
I was just grinding with the hip thrust. And like my last one,
literally.
yeah, I know. My last one, third set, 8th rep, I just like could barely get it up, and then I just dropped it like right at the end. I was so tired, like I didn't even do leg extensions or anything like that, leg extension machine, nothing.
You were just out of it.
I was done. I was so tired. I was like at that point right when you're about to like you're in between like throwing up and just being super hot, and then you walk outside, it's cold, and you just like feel like garbage. But you feel good because you moved a bunch of weight, but you're at that
But you
point.
didn't like finish all the exercises you wanted to, all the
No.
movements.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wanted to, but I was just exhausted. And so I felt that
Yeah.
burnout today. I felt like not the burnout that I didn't want to go to the gym, though I feel that a lot sometimes. But just that actual physical burnout. Like I burnt out my body. I used basically all the energy that I had stored up, and it just left me, bro. It
Dude,
completely took it out of me.
I felt that before, and even I feel it a lot on, leg days of all things, which usually leg days are my favorite days when they're going pretty well. But sometimes I just like I I go really heavy on the squats, and then I look at my phone and it's like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour and I've done like only 4 sets of squats. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is going on?
Yeah, bro.
And then it's like I can only do maybe like one more movement before I'm like, I have to go. So I can definitely feel that where I'm like doing really heavy squats and then I just get burnt out. I realize I took too much time, maybe too like maybe my rest periods just like didn't feel enough. And it's like by then I have to go home. Maybe that's just like maybe some discipline issues on in my area, but for sure it wasn't fun having to leave the gym after only doing two movement
Yeah,
exercises
for
and
sure.
maybe like a total of 8 sets. Which 8 sets is a lot, but for only two movements, that might be like it's mediocre.
Yeah.
But how would we how would we combat this? I have a couple of ideas. Um, would you like to hear them?
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Well, first off, I've learned a lot over the past year of training. And first off, before I mention the secret, I do want to say that we we aren't necessarily fitness influencers. Like I guess yeah, we influence people to want to work out more, to move their bodies, eat cleaner and whatnot. But for the most part, we don't know everything. And I'm learning probably as much as you are throughout this. And so if at any moment we might be talking about something that's like, oh, this guy is speaking complete bull crap, you can please correct us or something, or like give us the evidence, tell us what we said wrong, and by all means, I would always correct myself, and I'd always like try something else out in the gym. Anyway, with that being said, not being an influencer and whatnot, but I have found out that the less is more for sure. I'm talking about like less sets, let less reps. How we kind of mentioned how like you just load up the weight, and if you can only do five, then that's a pretty good working set right there. Like if you do five really controlled um reps, then that's a really good set right there. I'd be like pat you on the back, because not you don't necessarily need to be doing like 20 sets like C-Bum or anyone like that. Like yeah, you want to go till failure, but like maybe if you're like starting out, you want to mainly just be focusing on like gaining strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So less is better. So less sets. I'd say probably you could do two sets. Or I'd be doing this. So I do usually three sets. I do one warm up for whatever movement it is, and usually I'm aiming for 10 to 12 at like a certain weight. And if I could do 10 to 12, then I go up in weight till I can only do 6 to 8. And then I'll do that like maybe twice, those 6 to 8 ones, and I feel a lot better. And I feel like that's a, I mean, that's going to get you more strength. That's like a fact right there. And then less rest time, I'd say. Like I would time out your rest periods so that you stay focused, you don't start scrolling on your phone, and then next thing you know, you fall into what I've done where I just did two sets of squats, and well, I now have to go home.
Hmm. I think that's really important. Like that's something I'm going to start doing too, because I think optimal rest period is like no more than a couple minutes. So just like, and of course it depends on what you're doing in your body and whatnot. But like I'm just gonna start setting a timer like on my phone when I start my rest.
Yeah.
Just 2 minutes, boom, set it down, sit down, grab a drink, whatever I need to do, and then just get back and grind again.
Like have some demons that you're fighting in your head or
There
whatever.
you go. There you go.
You already know. Um, okay, so that's pretty good. So like physically burning out your body, like maybe that'll help out a lot. Staying more focused. Um, now here's a little something. The reason that your body actually burns out physically, like what causes that, Bryant? By chance, do
Uh,
you know? I
dog.
put you on the spot, but
I don't know. I'm assuming it's just usage of like high levels of ATP and in the cells or whatnot, man. But I don't know. I don't know.
all right. So sometimes it's like so the reason our muscles like actually like just give out and can't contract anymore is not because of a buildup of lactic acid or anything like that, but it's actually because you have run out of I forget what it is. It's either potassium or sodium in your muscles.
Hmm.
So when your muscles contract, I believe they like release that sodium out of the muscles. And then once your muscles run out of that sodium or potassium, then it's like that's what failure feels like. It's like for some reason you're not necessarily sore or anything, but like you just cannot contract it anymore. And that's why the rest period is so important so that those that those minerals can return back to that area of the body. So the more you learn.
There you go. Yeah.
Um, this is more of a informative episode. I've been, I've been like super busy at work and whatnot, and this actually leads to my next kind of burnout that I've been experiencing, which has been um D&D, really. So sad. Dungeons and Dragons, I love DMing for that. I love telling stories and then torturing my players. Um, you already know.
I do. Yes, I
But
do.
Brian, you know that firsthand, don't you?
Yes.
But I don't know. Sometimes it's like with the burnout, you just like if you're playing consistently and whatnot, maybe like a week, um, with like a week in between, it gets tough. I'm not gonna lie, it gets tough writing a session, planning an encounter, and making it cool. Especially if like the next couple of sessions have been like really big, um, like really big and emotional, like what my campaign is really going through right now. It's been each session right now has just been really grand and like I I'm having a hard time just sitting down and writing it out.
hmm
Do you have any advice for that?
Jeremy, I feel like it's a similar thing to most things in life that you can always make time for something, but finding the motivation to do it comes from within, not just from like setting aside time to do it, but in finding like a purpose. And it's really easy
Hmm.
to get sidetracked because there's so many things that like you have going on. Like for me, it's like school and work and more school and more work and fiance and wedding planning and blah blah blah, all these things that are
Dude,
like,
I feel so bad for that wedding planning,
yeah,
man.
it's
Like,
okay.
is that as stressful as everyone says?
Not well, I'm not gonna go into it, but it's not
Okay, no
horrible.
problem.
But we're doing something like pretty simple, and it's still been just a lot of work, a lot of just things not going quite right. And even though we're not doing a ton, it's still like still stressful, right? And I've still got
Yeah,
school, I've still got work. Over the summer, I just worked doing the same thing, just in food service, like for the whole summer, just 40 hours a week, and that burnt the crap out of me.
Ugh,
I'm so burnt out of working. I got promoted a couple times since then, which is nice, but
let's go.
like it still just like burns me out. I'm just so tired. I just don't I don't want to go to work. I want to stay home and do my homework. That's how bad it is. And
Bro,
so to
you're
answer,
going through it, man.
I am. So to answer,
Just thug it out, Brian. Just
dog,
thug it out.
all I gotta do is thug it out for like another 3 4 years, and I'll be hot chilling. But until then,
Greatest advice.
yeah. Yeah, bro. But
Anyway,
like,
keep going.
yeah, to answer your question, but also not to answer your question, um, I think that you just need to find, do what you love. Do what you love and remove the expectation from yourself that you're going to be perfect at everything, right? That you're going
Gosh
to,
dang it, that's so good.
yeah. Just remove that
That's
expectation that you are gonna be the best at everything all the time. Even stuff you're really good at, like DMing, telling stories, like it doesn't have to be an amazing, revelatory story. Um, you don't have to do all that work. The players can do some of that work, and it's that. And obviously, that's just like one specific case, but in everything, just remove that expectation that you're gonna be the best student, the best. Worker. I would always say that your number one priority should be to be the best partner to your significant other. So don't remove that expectation. But sometimes you just can't give 100%, and that's okay as long as you're giving 100% of whatever your percent is at that time. To those things that you
yeah.
care about most. And I don't know. That's my advice in that regard. Don't feel like you have to give your 100% all the time. But also don't be afraid to reprioritize, to change up what you're wanting to do.
Exactly. I like that. That's really good actually. I especially liked what you said where it's to not to feel like I'm perfect at something because that is ultimately like what makes you like, oh my gosh, like that's what happens to perfectionists and it's like they want to die after that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they don't get everything correct the first time,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, that's actually something that I have been learning where it's like I I I just have to do it, not be perfect at it, um but just to just put in the effort. Because really that's what just anyone's asking, just like put in effort and then boom, you'll once you do that, it's like it starts to click a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Or am I just like
No,
making no
no,
sense at this
Jeremy, you're
point?
totally right. You're totally right. Like
I feel like
80%
I'm
of the
not making
battle
sense.
is just showing up. Like that's
It's all in the
most of the
mind.
battle. Yeah, it's all in the mind. I don't know if
We're
that's
we're
sig-
turning into a motivational speaking podcast right now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that
We need to get more
80%.
hype.
Oh, okay, what are we doing to get hype? Uh, uh,
We're
uh, uh, uh.
what were we saying? It's all in the mind. The battle, the
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Give it everything you've
Everything
got.
you got. What's the song by what's his face? The 100% concentrated power of will, whatever that one.
By Kanye West, I think. No,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah. Well, I don't know,
that's not it. That's not
dude.
it. What am I talking about?
Okay, not that one.
It 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 might have been. I don't know.
I feel like it's
I'm
like
pretty sure no, but
I feel like it's like Eminem or something, but I could be wrong.
or that one SpongeBob episode where it's like the power
No,
within,
not
the
that one.
power
No, Jeremy,
within.
Jeremy, Jeremy. Not
Dude,
that
I
one, bro.
hated that
That
episode.
episode's
Is it just
so
me?
weird.
It scared me so much, bro.
Yeah.
Made me want to die. But yeah. So burnout with DMing and whatnot. Burning out on what you want, especially for like creative minds. Like
Yeah.
it's so disheartening when like writer's block happens. Like I'm going through writer's block. I want to. Okay, so a little thing about me. I want to write a novel. Okay. And I am having the hardest time right now, just like coming up with ideas.
Mm,
Like I have ideas, I just don't know where to start with those ideas,
yeah.
or I just don't like the ideas that I'm writing right now, or I don't know. It's tough because I also experience this burnout when I have a plethora of social media at my hands, and I just need to shut it all off. Because really, social media has like kills like endless scrolling kills your concentration
Mm-hmm.
and your dopamine receptors and it's good to take a break for a while.
Yeah, 100%.
So blame it all on social media. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Speaking of blaming it on social media, do we want to go on to our next segment or do you have something else that you want to say?
No, Jeremy, this is my favorite segment, except for the main
This is
segment
your
where I get to talk to you.
literally we talk about hey stop being on social media to cure your burnout but alas here's also some gym talk slander.
Gym Talk Slander.
Our favorite part of the episode, hopefully it's your favorite part as well, where we just kind of react to some funny videos. um so this first one that we have comes from Gym Discipline. Okay, so Gym Discipline, this looks like he creates original content. I might be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but looks like he makes his own original memes about the gym. Are you ready to watch this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to read the caption?
Yeah, it says POV. It is the middle school talent show. Oh.
Very
And then
interesting.
we've got Sam
Very cool
Sulik here.
Why is he
But,
taking off his pants?
Hopefully this will be a little cooler. All right, what are we working with here?
Oh, snap.
Tell me, is this a good shot?
The quads.
Should I adjust my hips forward a
One
little
of the
bit?
comments says, real, I actually graduated 15 years ago and I just broke in.
Real. The lighting was unbelievable.
It's like, bro, what?
Sir, why did you take your pants off?
Put them back on, please.
Did you hear that Sam Sulik is now on the, well, this is old news, but he's on the cut now and he looks insane
Yeah.
already.
Sheesh.
Like back veins galore.
Bro,
Ooh.
I'm like so jealous of the back veins, man.
Okay, well, Sam Sulik is also like on incredible amounts of steroids.
Ah,
His genetics also really help. I mean, look at that.
yeah.
This is not just any old schmo on steroids. This is Sam Sulik.
He's Sam Sulik.
All right, next up, we actually have this one that I thought was really funny. This is by Marks Mel V Bell.
Is it Smell V or Smelly? It's Mark
Smelly
Smelly
Bell?
Bell. Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's what it is. Wow, it looks like a V on my screen.
No,
I kid you not.
it cut it off
the
for
Y.
me too. But yeah, Mark Smelly Bell.
Go check out Mark Smelly Bell, but let's watch this video.
Yeah.
So I follow a lot of fitness and success alpha influencers, and I've condensed all their advice into one easy-to-follow daily schedule. You're welcome. 4
Let's hear
a.m.
it.
Wake up. Drink 28 ounces of water with salt, magnesium, and potassium. Don't break your fast.
Are you doing all
4:15.
these
Cold
things
plunge
right
at
now?
negative 6 degrees for 9
yeah,
minutes while
yeah,
absorbing
totally.
sunlight from a sun that hasn't risen yet. 4:30. Meditate. 4:50. Sit on the edge of the bed and stare at your shoes. 5:10. Run 11 miles. 5:30. Take 400 milligrams of caffeine and drive to the gym while screaming your daily affirmations. 5:45. Lift heavy
Heck
weights
yeah.
like our ancestors did. 7:45. Take 40 grams of protein. Don't break your fast. 8 a.m.
40
Go to
grams of
work, but make
protein.
sure you
Don't
stand
break
at
your
your desk
fast.
and get plenty
Don't
of
break your
sunlight in your
fast.
windowless cubicle. 10 a.m. Start a drop shipping business on the side. Make 40K. Noon. Eat
Let's
2
go.
grass-fed ribeyes with grass-fed butter and grass-fed honey with grass-fed pineapple while running 7
40K
miles.
by,
Don't break your fast.
by
1
12.
o'clock.
Don't break
back
your
to work.
fast
1:15.
again.
Quit your job and start a podcast. 2 o'clock. Quit your podcast and start a side
Let's
hustle.
go.
Make 40K.
Start the
3
podcast.
o'clock. Sell your side hustle to Google for $2 billion. 3:30. Use the $2 billion to buy Google and sell it to Apple for $9 billion. 4 o'clock. Use the $9 billion to start another side hustle. Make 40K. 4:30. Move to Austin, Texas. 5 o'clock. Buy crypto
All
and
right,
start
I think
another
we
podcast.
understand.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so-
just so long.
It's a long one, very tongue in cheek, but pretty much that is what every single alpha podcaster does. Guess what? We started our podcast. How much money have we made from it, Bryant?
You tell me, Jeremy. You're the finance guy.
$15.
Woohoo!
Thanks to one of my roommates sponsoring the
Let's go.
episode.
Let's go.
Speaking of which, that was the B Media sponsor, so make sure to check out B Media Rentals, especially if you're in the Idaho Falls, Rexburg area. Great camera equipment, and now they're actually producing events and whatnot, so
Wow, that's great.
you got to check them out. But yes, so thank you very much, Mark Smelly Bell. We always appreciate it. And now for the last one that we have.
Oh no, I can just see it right now. I can see.
Okay,
the
look.
little-
we had the submission sent in. We've got to show it off. Am I right, fellas?
Okay.
Okay. I also don't want to read this one.
I'll
be
read it for
honest.
you. I'll read it for you.
All right.
All right. I'm starting it. All right, it says 475 grinder with no squat plug, and we've got a little nice
Oh,
set
he's
down
struggling, bro.
here. Oh no! All right, this is an easy 480 after equipping the massive
BD squat plug.
BD squat plug. So we've got a little chart here that shows all these nice little squat plugs. If you're curious about what a squat plug is, well,
Well,
I-
they're Brian, I don't exactly know what these things are. Could you enlighten me?
Jeremy, why are you putting this on me, bro? So
Because I don't know what these are. I'm about to catch you in 40K.
yeah.
If you
Ooh. Ooh. So basically, these are, the joke, operative joke being that without these squat plugs, one would not be able to attain, was it 480?
Yeah,
Okay,
480.
good. So you wouldn't be able to go from 475 to 480 without a squat plug. And the squat plug is a plug that goes in your butt. I'm sure you could figure out
that's great to know.
the actual name of whatever it's talking about. But the bigger it goes, the more max load you can get. So if you get a large one, you can lift a maximum of 1,170 pounds. So I think it's worth it, Jeremy, for those ego lifters.
I think it might be. Yeah, I think it might be worth it. If you have a big ego, then you're gonna need a big one of these. Am I right, fellas? Up top.
Jeremy, I think you need to block whoever sent this to us.
All right, I agree. Anyway, this is actually sent by one of the hosts of Reality with a Twist. So thank you very much. I'll just mention who it was. It was Gabe. Gabe from Reality with a Twist. So
Gabe,
thank you so much.
more like Gabe. Get it? Because there's butt plugs and it's funny. Oh, sorry. You can cut that.
Maybe I won't.
Uh-oh, I'm going to get canceled.
Don't worry. Already happened to me.
Oh, fetch.
Anyway, do we have anything else to say? What have we learned from this episode?
The burnout is natural and that it's okay to get burnt out, but that you shouldn't let burnout keep you from those things that you want to do the most. Remember that you're not perfect. You're not the best at anything. Well, I guess you might be, but you're probably not the best at anything. So don't feel like you have to be.
Keep putting them down. Keep putting them down.
No. Listen.
No, you're the worst at everything.
You suck.
You're not
and
perfect.
Then, so there we go. We bring them all the way down, rock bottom. That way, when they succeed at anything, they're just elated. They're happy. No more burnout. Jeremy,
exactly.
We're the
Remember,
best. We're
don't
so
break your
good.
fast.
Don't break your fast. We're so good
Don't
at
break
this.
your fast. We're really good at this. Starve. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to Natty Wonders, the 20th episode. And don't worry, we're not going to get burnt out by this. Although writing these shows has, again, with work and everything, it's become pretty tough. But I still hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a review. Please share this with your friends. And as always, we'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, adventurer. Looks like you made it to the end of this episode. Again, we're so grateful that you listened to this project of ours. And hey, if you enjoyed, why not share your favorite episode? It helps us out, and when you hit share, you will always roll a natural 20 on your first roll. And to spice up the deal, we'll even give you a nice, juicy PR that you've always been dreaming of. Want to play a bigger part in the adventure? Follow us on Instagram at Natty Wonders. Send us your best gym talk slanders, and we'll review them on the show. Have a great day.